made it down here. Not quite to Big Show, but I am down here at the beach. And sand is really soft. If you don't have a four-wheel drive, then don't come down here. And if you don't know how to drive a four-wheel drive very well, don't come down here. But yeah, it's really soft. I got the grotto completely set up. Everything's good to go. Let me take you on a tour of it. Really soft sand. So now, this wasn't a very expensive awning. This was the least expensive awning I could find, Yusan or Yusing or some Chinese made awning. It's actually made a little bit better than I thought it would be. The holes are not very good because it's aluminum. I don't care how thick the aluminum is, it's not very good because it's aluminum, but that's what's going to be done, right? I'd rather have fiberglass hull, but that's just my opinion. Now, of course, I have it staked down with these ties that are a little bit long. I even cut them. They're both staked down on both sides, and as close to all of them, you have a channel right here, so you could actually run another wall coming down, make it like an enclosed room, which I think I'm going to do. This one is the 7.6 by 8.5. So this is actually the biggest awning I could actually find, and it works really well. It was really easy to set up. As you can see, it just uses Velcro here on the sides, and when I get the other walls, the walls will just Velcro to the sides, and I'll have to stake those down as well. Alright, so the sun looked like it went down. Well, it's because it did go down. My wife stopped me in the middle of what I was doing to help a kid who had a two-wheel drive who got stuck right over there in the surf, and the surf's starting to come up on him. So anyway, this is my shower, and it wasn't hard to construct. It was actually pretty good. What I used was dual liners. I used dual shower liners. And the shower liners are the same kind of material of a Magellan shirt or shorts. They're kind of water wicking, and it's pretty good because I don't think anyone can see in there when the sun hits it. And if that were the case, I can even put a top on it. So I have this hooked up with, receiver hitch, and the receiver is 1-inch receiver, and the actual pipe I'm using is 3/4 inch pipe. And I actually run it in there, and I put these little cotter pins on it, hold it in place. Here on the beach, they came close to our camp. They're about 80 yards away, but we're here at base camp, just having fun. Okay guys, I wanted to go over a couple of things. This is our first time out in the grotto, and we're actually over here at Malachite Beach, which is Big Shell or Little Shell, heading that direction. I wanted to go over a couple of things that we discovered. First off, when I bought the grotto, it took about 2 months to get it delivered. What I did with the grotto was I actually had done a lot of research on trailers, little micro trailers like this, what I should do. What I did was I bought a couple of bubble levels, and there's one I put on the back of the trailer and one on the tongue. It's gonna be right over here. And those are so you could actually level the trailer or actually tilt it a little bit backwards so the air conditioner can drain and you don't get blood rushing to your head, plus you feel level. Well, even though I bought them and I stuck them on here when I got the trailer, I didn't use them. I didn't try to level the trailer. I just parked it and we went to sleep. All night long, I kept feeling the compulsion to roll down towards my wife, like gravity's pulling me down. So I didn't get a very good night's sleep as a result. That's one. Two, the trailer didn't lean backwards very far, so a blood rushed to my head, woke up with a headache. That's three. And so I want to kind of bring this to your attention. If you're going to buy a micro trailer, put some levels on there and level the trailer before you go to sleep, or put a small rake towards your feet. That way you don't get a headache. What we did was we brought a little bit of everything that we thought we might need, and then of course we knew that we would discover what we didn't need. And there was a couple of things that we didn't bring, which we should have brought, which we completely forgot to bring. Well, we didn't bring our pillows. So what we did was we actually used blankets to sleep. My wife used a blanket to sleep, and I used my, I have a gunny sack with my clothes in it, and I used that to sleep. Wasn't a very good pillow, so make sure you make a list, which I did. I just forgot to put the pillows on that list. Make sure you bring a list before you head out. The list is good because you're gonna know what you should do to your trailer. Plug it in, bring the leveling jacks up, all these things. Follow your list until you get really used to it. Even if you get used to it, you should probably still follow your list. That's the second thing we discovered. Third thing we discovered is I bought an awning. I bought one of the cheapest awnings I could buy on Amazon just to see if I like it. And I got to tell you, the thing performed great. It blocks the sun great. It's adjustable. As long as you use stakes to stake it down, and that's right over here, use stakes to stake it down, it's going to stake it down right. And I used ties, not ratchet ties, but just pull ties to hold it down. The wind blew pretty darn strong last night here on the beach. It blew, matter of fact, it blew strong enough to shake the grotto. Nothing real violent, but it did blow it enough to shake it all night long, kind of like you're in a rope swing. I mean, it shook it last night. It did not move the awning at all. I'm sure it flapped a little bit, but it didn't move it. I figured I was going to wake up this morning and go out there, and the awning was going to be completely destroyed, but it didn't knock it off its foundation, didn't pull the poles out of the ground, nothing. Now remember, if you use those corkscrews like I have, I bought, I think, 36-inch corkscrews, and they screwed down into the beach real far to make it real strong. So that's something you definitely need to do. And then the other thing that we discovered, inside of the grotto, we brought a lot of stuff in the grotto, and again, the grotto is pretty much just the size of a queen-size bed. There's really not much room. I put a couple of shelves here on the side, and there's a couple of cubbies right over here behind me down by the air conditioner. And we brought more stuff into the grotto last night than we needed to bring in here. We didn't need to bring our little handheld vacuum. We didn't need to bring snacks. We didn't need to bring a whole bunch of other stuff. All we needed to bring was my wife's CPAP, the shells for, we both wear glasses, my little flashlight. That's all I needed to bring. Pretty much that's it, other than bedding, pillow and blankets. That's pretty much all you needed to bring. So we discovered we don't need to bring all that crap in here.